Coronary arteries originate as the right and the left main coronary arteries which exit the ascending aorta just above the aortic valve. Right coronary artery rises from the anterior aortic sinus at the beginning of the ascending aorta. It passes between the right auricle and the pulmonary trunk in the atrioventricular groove. It gives rise to a number of atrial and the ventricular branches within the groove before turning posteriorly to pass on to the diaphragmatic surface of the heart. Here the right coronary artery may anastomose with the left circumflex branch of the left coronary artery shortly after the origin of the posterior interventricular artery. Branches of the right coronary artery includes sinoatrial nodal artery passes posteriorly between the right auricle and the ascending aorta to form an arterial ring around the termination of the inferior vena cava. Right conus artery passes upwards and medially on the anterior surface of the pulmonary conus. Right marginal artery, a large ventricular artery, it arises at the inferior border of the heart and passes along the lower margin of the heart towards the apex. Posterior interventricular artery arises on the diaphragmatic surface of the heart. It passes between the right and the left ventricles within the interventricular groove. Left coronary artery arises from the left posterior aortic sinus. It passes behind the pulmonary trunk and emerges between the left auricle and the infundibulum of the right ventricle. The left coronary is the larger than the coronary arteries. It soon divides into two terminal branches, the circumflex and the anterior interventricular branches. Anterior interventricular artery passes between the left and the right ventricle within the interventricular groove towards the apex of the heart. Here it will often pass around the apex of the heart to anastomose with the posterior interventricular artery. In approximately 1/3 of the individuals, it will terminate at the apex of the heart. Left conus artery arises close to the origin to supply the pulmonary conus. Left and the right ventricular branches arise from the anterior interventricular artery. Circumflex branch continues towards the diaphragmatic surface of the heart within the interventricular groove. The left marginal artery passes along the left border of the heart towards the apex to supply the left border of the left ventricle. Sinoatrial node branch arises from the circumflex artery in approximately 40% of the population. Watch the detailed lecture on sqadia.com anatomy course. That's a 2-minute. See you in the next video.